Praise 102.5, Atlanta's Inspiration Station. What's up, family? Neiko, hanging out with you. Got some very special guests joining me today. I had the privilege of seeing this film a little early, and I'm so excited to have these two women to join me today. Please welcome producer, writer, and director, Miss Tamera Hill and Lisa Arrindell from The Secret Between Us. How are y'all?
Oh, I'm well, Neiko. Thank you for having us.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, like I just mentioned, got an opportunity to watch this early. And man, when I tell you, my emotions were all over the place. There were a lot of secrets. A lot of secrets, y'all. A lot of secrets, but it was a great story. So, Tamera, I want to start with you because, you know, you wrote this, and a little birdie told me that there's some connection with your personal life. I know it's not all based on you, but why this film, and why is it so important to write something like this?
Well, I was contacted by a sister that I didn't know about via Facebook. She reached out. And when I had a conversation with my father, I found it to be true. So that inspired some of the storyline in this film. But it was God-inspired. Yeah. Really. Yeah. It really, really was. And I think the story can connect with many families and communities and the themes that it possesses of forgiveness and redemption and unity and bringing family back together again. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really amazing film, and Lisa, I got to tell you, in the film there were some times where I was like, "Come on, Lisa, come around, come on, Lisa, come on, give him a chance, Lisa, give him a chance."
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was like,
really, you wanted me to forgive more quickly.
You know what's interesting about this film, and it brought great dialogue. It brought great dialogue. When my wife and I were watching it, we literally had different. I was like, I get where you were coming from, and I don't want to tell too much of the film, but I get where you were coming from. But I was like, okay, after stuff started coming out, I was like, well, you know, he deserves a little grace, and I understand where it was coming from. So you played a very important role in this. What was this role like for you in playing?
You open up with, come on, you can offer grace now, can't you?
Yeah.
It occurs to me, however, that when secrets have been growing roots in the soil of your life for more than 25 years, which is what Tamera has written, the time in secret makes a difference.
Yeah.
Right? When the old folks say, tell the truth and shame the devil.
Yeah.
We laugh at it, but the minute you pull that thing that's growing, that's flourishing in darkness, when you put it out into the light, it reduces its power. It shrinks its power. I have this thing I say to this my little one in my life. I say, we're not going to tell a lie. Because what does a lie do? And she looks at me, she says, it'll trap me. And I say, it'll trap you.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow. And I don't want you to be trapped at all. Yeah. At all.
Yeah.
Right? Just set yourself free and tell the truth immediately.
Yeah.
And so she's become, she'll say, I didn't tell the truth. I didn't tell. She'll say it fast now, and I appreciate that she's learning. I don't, and that's what we do. We imprison ourselves. We oppress ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's really interesting about this family that Tamera's written, is that they're a very beautiful family.
Yeah,
with lots of love.
And that's what I think got me right, because it started it off so. And then it just kind of,
the setup.
You set us up real good. I was like, all right, we're going to be good. And then it was just one thing after the next, which I think you mentioned it earlier, Tamera, that this is something that a lot of families can deal with. There were so many different variations of things, that were going on, without telling too much of the film. I remember there was a part, and I think as a man, as a husband, that's why I mentioned grace earlier, as far as Michael Jai White's character, Jack, he was, this built up as being this great guy. And then years ago, he stumbled and then he tried to recover. And then I think for me, what I really wanted you to come around was the son, right? Like, because I was like, come on, I know, but I understood where you were coming from as well, dealing with what you dealt with in the film as well. Was it difficult to shoot some of those scenes, like because there was a lot of heavy moments in the film?
Oh yes.
Yeah. It really was, especially the film was dialogue heavy. It was emotional, and we had to do this in 10 days. So we had to stay focused, very focused. But the professionals that we brought to the game, I'm telling you, they came very ready. Yeah, and I think the script itself laid a very good foundation, you know, and they knew what they had to do coming in. So it didn't take too much. You know, they understood the script, they understood the vision, and the collaboration was great. You know, once we reached the set, you know, it was really great. It was amazing to me how much so everybody really understood the vision and where I was trying to go with the film. Yeah.
I'm a big music lover, right? So I got to shout out Stokely.
He
plays some, and like, I know music, so I love how you intertwine some of his music in between, and then the performance scene. I thought it was really good. You know, there was a moment also in the film where there was a marriage, you know, and there was some separation that took place, but it showed as well how you can come back as a family. And I think for somebody who wrote my own book and pretty much put my own personal journey and my trauma out there, it was triggering for me, but it was also healing for me because like you said, Lisa, the goal is to be freed.
Right.
The goal is to be freed. So wherever, you know, my stuff was family related too. So I think that's why it triggered me. So when I seen all these things and I still saw how the family came back together after it all, that is what it's all about. And so I thoroughly enjoy the film. Lisa, was there a point where you and Michael Jai White off scene, you know, camera, just really like dove in together to kind of connect with your characters? Because you guys had to feel realistic, right? We've seen a lot of films before that you put two people together and it's like both great individual actors,
but no chemistry.
But the chemistry was there.
Yes.
Even with your daughter, it felt like a real family. You know what I mean? And I think that's why I was fighting for you guys so hard. Did you guys have that moment where you was like, you know what? This is a good vibe right here. You know what? Tamera knew what she was doing.
We really did have time, or even though we were working fast, we did have those times off camera to talk, to look at the script together, to say, "Hey, Tamera, can we look at this right?"
I love that.
As a husband and wife, both of us having experience with wifing and husbanding. This doesn't feel as truthful as it can be. What do you think about this? And Tamera was so open to the collaboration.
I love that.
I do want to say too that the time together on set was just very supportive, very loving, very. In some ways, we had to get intimate very quickly, and. Our daughter, the young people on set were just so willing to listen and be intimate with us, to be transparent. Hey, I'm learning. I'm not sure about this. And then I would say, I want to tell this story if I can.
Sure.
Michael called me and said, I'm doing this film, and they've got somebody, and I told them I want you. I want them to. I don't want who they've hired. I want you to come and do it. And Michael and I had never worked together before.
Wow.
So I do want to say, we had met several years before, and he said, one day I'm gonna do a film with you. I'm gonna do.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Not thinking a second thing about it. I put those things aside because people speak those things all the time.
Absolutely.
They do.
But Michael Jai White
is a man of his word.
Kept his word. I would say 15 years later.
Wow.
Like I hadn't seen him. And I got this phone call.
Amazing.
Hey, it's Michael Jai White. Listen, I've got this film, and I've asked them if they would get you. Can we connect?
Yeah.
And guess what I said?
Absolutely. But that
I said, "Are you kidding me? I love her."
That
Yes.
speaks volumes to you, Tamera, as the writer, producer, director, the openness, and you can see it throughout the film. Even, you guys, like you said, you and Michael having private conversations and getting on the same page and, being transparent together. You can see that in the film. That's why I said the cast felt so realistic. It was very well cast. So kudos to you. What is something that you want people to leave with when they watch this film? I know what I would say. And Tamera, I feel like for me, and I spoke about this earlier, I am a true believer in grace and giving people grace, because I felt like at the end of it all, we may all stumble at some point or another. And have. Yeah.
All have.
But we
short.
all fall short at some
Yes.
times. But we all need forgiveness. We all need grace.
Yeah.
We all need the love that came back. So I was very pleased how it ended. There was parts that got me. You know what I mean? I was wishing and hoping for certain things to come through, but it was realistic for sure.
Yeah, the theme is forgiveness. That's what I want people to walk away from this film with. Having the ability to forgive.
Absolutely.
In our families, we have so many secrets. We have so much trauma.
Yes.
So many things that we have not forgiven. Father wounds.
Yes.
Relationships that have been severed. I'm hoping that when people walk away from this film, they go make a phone call.
There you go.
They go connect with somebody that they haven't spoken to in years and reconcile relationships and forgive. That's what I'm hoping people walk away from this film with.
Yeah. And even if you don't reconcile, forgiveness.
Forgiveness.
Free yourself.
Yeah, free yourself.
Free yourself,
right.
people.
That's right.
That's
right.
The truth.
That's it.
It does set us free.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Even if it's really hard, it's so difficult, it's so painful.
Yes.
But here's the thing. It's painful when we keep it quiet.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
I
love
it's already causing you so
Yes,
much
you're
pain.
walking around with it.
So why not
Release
lay
it.
your burden? The Father says, right?
Yes,
Cast your
yes,
cares upon
yes,
Him,
yes.
right? Right. Lay your burden
Yeah.
down.
Burden down.
Right? You are surviving
Yes.
with the dark
Yeah.
secret inside of you.
Absolutely.
Who could you be
If you let it go.
if
If
you
you let it go.
Yeah. That is it's such a powerful film, and like I said, I can definitely relate to it, and I'm so glad, Tamera, you wrote something like this. Because it is real life. It is real life, and especially for the Black community, our families, right? There's a ton of secrets, like you mentioned, Tamera, that happens in families that never get spoken of because people are too afraid to speak up and release themselves.
Yes.
But I think this film is going to show you, even though you have to go through some hurt, freedom is on the other side.
Right.
Yes.
I love it.
That is
freedom for you.
freedom for you.
You can't. We cannot set other people.
Say that.
free.
Say that, Lisa.
Right,
Yeah.
we cannot.
No.
Freedom is a very
Yeah.
intimate job.
Absolutely.
It happens between us and God. It's
Yes.
very right. We
Yeah.
can't make other people set themselves free.
Absolutely.
We can create an environment
Absolutely.
where them setting themselves free is possible. We can make invitations.
Yeah.
But the only person we can set free is ourselves.
Absolutely.
That's it. It's a very very personal journey. There's this great quote that I'm reminded of. It's on the wall in that Museum of African American History and
Okay.
Culture. Toni Morrison said, being set free is one thing, but embracing that freedom
Yeah.
is another.
It sure is.
Right?
Yes,
It's-
absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta check the film out. I'm super excited for you guys. Producer, writer, director, Miss Tamera Hill. Also,
Extraordinaire.
Miss Lisa Arrindell did phenomenal.
Yes.
The Secret Between Us, Michael Jai White, and a cast of others. This is such an amazing film.
Yes.
This is Good Friday.
Good
Yeah.
Friday.
Good
April
Friday.
3rd.
April 3rd. You picked a good day.
But I got a little secret.
Okay.
I got a little secret
Yes.
for you.
Okay.
A lot of us have Good Friday services, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So the AMC Theater has opened it up on the 2nd for those who want to come out and see it and get a little sneak peek
Yeah.
before everybody else. So you
Awesome.
can see it
I'm
on
finding it
April
out
the,
for the first
the
time
2nd.
myself.
Yeah.
I know, right? Listen, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
I love that. I love that. So you can see it early on April 2nd. Mm-hmm,
you sure can.
And then if you don't catch it on April 2nd, you can go to the theaters, AMC, correct? AMC.
AMC,
on April
exclusively
3rd.
AMC.
Exclusively AMC.
And we're in the theaters a long time. We're not just there for the weekend.
I love it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
so you know,
Congratulations.
we need everybody to come out that opening weekend. You know how important that is.
Yes.
Is the most important.
Most important.
I just love this.
So so come on out, bring your families, bring your church groups, everybody. I promise you're going to enjoy this film.
Yes.
I love it.
He's
And-
always resurrecting.
Yes,
He's
absolutely.
always resurrecting.
Come on, Lisa.
us. He's
Yes.
always resurrecting.
Yes.
Somewhere in our life, somewhere in the world, you could
Yeah.
look. There's evidence of resurrection everywhere. We're in springtime right now.
Absolutely.
Everything that looked dead
It's blooming.
is coming out the ground. right
Yes,
Amen.
yes,
Amen.
yes.
I got a saying that I love to say: flowers bloom when rain falls. Flowers bloom when rain falls. I love that. Love that. Well, thank y'all so much. I want everybody to check this film out. Like Tamera just said, early release on April 2nd. AMC, this is just not a weekend thing, so we need y'all to fill up this movie theaters, AMC exclusively, and then on Good Friday, hey, make sure y'all go check it out.
Make sure
y'all go check it out. The Secret Between Us, Miss Lisa Arrindell and Tamera Hill. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We need more of this. We need more of this. And
More's coming.
congratulations.
More coming.
Congratulations to Angel Network.
Thank you. Thank you. More is coming.
I love it. Family, make sure you like, share, subscribe right here on the Praise 1025 YouTube page. Thanks for watching. It's Praise.